Hello, welcome to the second phase or second project in the Mark Rober class on engineering and development. This one is going to be called the Zen Duino. We're in the brainstorm phase, and listening to Mark's presentation on brainstorming gave me a few ideas. I first thought about a Zen garden pendulum sort of thing, and that the leading picture on this video is one of those devices. And I thought initially about perturbing that swinging arm so that you could start the Zen movement periodically. I thought, well, that's kind of clunky and painful and ugly. And ooh, what if it were not a pendulum, but it mocked a pendulum? So imagine, if you will, without the overhanging pendulum, you've got a bed of sand with a glass top over it, or a plexiglass top over the top of it, so you can't access it from the top. And it's a tabletop sort of thing, say 20 inches on each side. And hidden underneath the base is a XY controlled high power magnet, and on top of the sand, attached to that magnet with the strong magnetic field, is a ball bearing. So it's rolling around in the sand, making your patterns as it goes. And so as that all happens, your picture begins to form in the sand of the various geometric patterns. And then every so often, after it finishes a pattern, it waits for some amount of time, and then a vibrating motor starts and shakes the bed just enough to flatten the sand back out, and it starts all over again. And then, using Mark's idea about the Scooby-Doo picture with the following eyes, what if it detects somebody in the room, and on a random basis it starts to print out some sort of nice message like hello or red rum or something. If you do it slow enough, and you do it with enough insulation around the packaging, you should be able to do this fairly silently, I think. Anyway, that's the idea. I've got all the parts on order for the XY CNC platform. I had a few things around the house, and I'm on the road, as you can tell. This is a hotel room in lovely Aberdeen, Maryland. I had to go out on work this week for a couple of days. So I brought a NEMA stepper motor and one of my Arduinos, and a stepper motor controller, so I can wire all that up and piddle around with some programming to make sure that the stepper motor libraries work, and I've got all that stuff prepared. So when the hardware does show up and I get back home, I can put it all together and hopefully have a working prototype fairly soon. So let me know what you think. I'm obviously, if you read my first notes, I'm a fairly experienced programmer and build supercomputers for a living, so this will be a little bit of a stretch, in that I've not done much with stepper motors and those sorts of things. But this should be a pretty good stretch, so we'll see how things go. Thank you for your time, and thanks in advance for your comments. See you soon.